Miles here with Wilco Land. I've got some big news for you. I have two buildable properties back in Stevens Pass. So I'm going to go through the properties. We just acquired 8 of them. A couple of them are maybe claimed, at least one of them for sure. So let me walk you through it. This is just a preliminary video. I'll make another video talking about these listings, but I put together a spreadsheet of Yodelin Lots available. This is in Stevens Pass, Washington. I know all you guys have looked at this before on our website. That's why I'm reaching out to you. I'm going to pull up the coordinates. I'm going to talk about the 2 buildable properties we have. They're outside of the avalanche zone. The county has deemed them as buildable, and we have had an initial evaluation done for septic system, and there is water in the area. So all really good news. So just zooming out, we're right next to Stevens Pass. This is probably one of the closest areas you can get to Stevens Pass ski area. So Stevens Pass ski area. We are 5 minutes away, 2 miles away. It's the closest probably private, residential real estate you can get to Stevens Pass. You've got Skyline Lake here too. If you called us about these properties, you understand, how cool this is out here. We're in the Northern Cascades right here. So it's cool. It's badass. I don't have much else to say. Let me just jump into the properties that we own. I put together a list. So I've got Unit 2, Lot 16. You can plug the address in right here. I'm going to pull these up on Google Earth for you. And I'm going to show you what we have back here. Always open to offers. I want to sell a couple of these before the snow starts flying. I know it's already started flying, but let's sell them before it really gets to that point. So this is Unit 2. This is one of the buildable properties. I'm going to zoom into it right here. I believe it's this one. So get you a better angle. So sitting here on Google Earth, mostly flat. You can see people are building in Unit 2 of this subdivision, Yodelin. There is water available to people, okay? So there's community water that you can use. You're going to be putting a septic system in. You can see people are building on the exact same size properties. These people all have these really cool ski chalets and cabins. So this is deemed buildable outside of the avalanche zone. I also sent basic septic out to this property for a preliminary site inspection and septic feasibility. So they should be suitable for septic systems, right? So here's a site evaluation report. These guys put together for us. You can read through it. I won't take your time, but they have site observations, and these are going to be adequate. Both the properties are going to be adequate for development. Okay. So here they are out at the properties, and you can see they dug pits as well too. So let's get in. So a summary, the soil observed on both lots was well draining and suitable for septic systems. From information, we are told the subdivision has a shared water system, so neighboring well radius should not be a problem for septic installation, okay? There's a shared water system for Unit 2. Here's a folder with all the Yodelin documentation that I have, so you can read more into this, right, on your own. I do want to show you the photos here. Maybe we have some good photos of this buildable property, but all you're doing is clicking these into these photos. Here's a Yodelin map. You can see there's like X's on all these properties, and the X's mean those are not buildable. And I've got 4 or 5 non-buildable ones here too, just in different locations. So I do have 2 buildable ones. The other one is just one over from this one. So let me just pull up a couple of photos. Let me see if I have something in front of this lot for you. You can see our photographers out here at the property. Oh, cool. There's development going on currently. Somebody's building back there right now. See these cool homes back here? Yeah, it's cool. So this guy's got some great photos for us. Sweet. I'm really stoked to have these. I never thought it'd be true, but we picked up buildable properties next to Stevens Pass. Hard to sell them. I'm a ski enthusiast myself. And man, yeah, some of the properties we get, they're hard to sell. You want to keep them for yourself. So you can see there's some development going on back there in one of these neighboring properties. Here's a good drone imagery of this one. You can see, like I said, cool little ski chalets. And then there's development along this road. So I'm going to get back to Google Earth and just give you a better bird's eye view. So this is one of the buildable properties here, 34311 South Nason Drive. You can see other people have all built along here, right? There's community water, there's development, there's road access, everything checks out. You're right next to Stevens Pass. The next buildable property that I want to show you, and yeah, you can see people are getting creative with building and whatnot. Check this out. See how far I got to go back. Yeah, check it out. I mean, people are, it's really cool. That's about all I have to say. So this is number 2, unit 2, lot 14. I'm going to open this on Google Earth and show you where it's at. If you want to go visit these properties, I've got GPS coordinates right here, and I've got the address to the properties right here too. So I'm going to open it on Google Earth just to give you an idea where all these lots are located. This other buildable property is right next to the one that I just showed you. So here's one buildable property, and here's the next buildable property. Okay, so we've got these 2 buildable lots. They're about 1/3 of an acre each. Okay, I've got a non-buildable property, okay, right here. This is almost 0.4 acres. Okay, and I don't know which one that is. I'll continue to go through it. Unit 4 or Unit 3, lot 18, one of the neighbors claimed that property already, just an FYI. Unit 2, lot 5. I'm going to pull this one up on Google Earth. This is not buildable. These are recreational properties. People are doing non-permanent structures. They're camping. They're finding ways to use these properties that fit within land use, ordinance, right? And so this one's pretty damn flat, right? I'm right here, sitting here on Nason on unit 2. So water is available to this recreational property. So keep that in mind, right? And since everybody's developed, you've got easier access to electricity. Unit 2, lot 7, another recreational property. I'm asking $25,000 for these recreational properties right now. I'm open to offers, but that's about what they're going for, somewhere between 25 and 35, just depending on the property. Another one over here next to that property. Okay, so I've got 2 recreational lots here on Nason. Could you make an argument these are buildable? Maybe you apply for a permit and it works out. Maybe you get an attorney and it works out. I don't know. But we're selling them as recreational lots because they are marked on that plat map as part of an avalanche zone and not buildable. So going to go into unit 3, lot 5. This is a corner lot. This is a pretty flat property next to power and electric. This is a little bit smaller, but it's actually got a good landscape to it. The plat lines are off. So see my cursor here? This is the road. This really should match like it does down here. Do you see how this is a plat map being overlaid on top of Google Earth? It's not 100% accurate. Keep that in mind. So this property right here is going to be, think about it being shifted along the roadway right here. So maybe Onyx Maps does a better job of placing this on a map. Let's see what it shows on Onyx Maps here. And that's about 0.24 acres. I've got Onyx pulled up here. So let's see. Onyx Maps. So again, you can see it really should line up with a road. An official survey is going to yield you the best results. Onyx Maps is good for recreational purposes. If you're not going to build, why do you need a result? You can move your tent. You can move your non-permanent structure if a neighbor complained, right? So if you want a survey, by all means, get a survey. Unit 3, lot 15. I did have a customer potentially interested in this. I think they're moving forward, but I'm going to show it to you either way. You may see this one come off the spreadsheet. It's this property across from these 2. So just an FYI there. That's what I've got. These Yodelin properties are really cool. I don't know when we're going to see more of them available. It is one thing where it's like you get areas like this and it's really rare. Land out in these areas is rare. Look at the fallout here. You can't buy land close to Stevens Pass. So, it's one of those things where I don't know when we'll ever have new properties out here for development, for recreation, whatever. So I know we're approaching winter, probably not the best time to sell them during the winter, but at the end of the day, they're available. We're in a world-class location here. It's about all I can emphasize. You'll have to go to the properties and see if they're the right fit for you. Again, I've got a handful of recreational lots, tree forts, camping, non-permanent structures. I think people have put in yurts and take them down there in the winter. Just depends. You got to figure out what you want to do with those properties. I haven't done a lot of research into what you can do. I'm sharing different ideas. I get a lot of feedback from folks who go visit and tell me that's what folks are doing out there. So again, you got to do your own due diligence as a buyer. You got to make sure these properties are the right fit for you. These buildable lots, we have gone through the steps to ensure that you can, rest assured that, these are buildable properties. We got a septic company out there and everything. So we've put time and money into doing that for you. So yeah, just taking another look at the subdivision here. But I'm tuning out now. Give us a call. Let me know if you have questions. My direct number, 605-250-1256. Thanks for tuning in.